We're back for episode 2. This is where we're going to do the BC coils. If you saw the last episode, it kind of ended abruptly. Car runs better, but still a little stumbly, so we'll do a fuel filter and some other things. But as of right now, it's like 4:30 in the morning and I can't sleep. So let's go ahead and attempt to get some coilovers on now. Okay, it was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but we do officially have one of the BCs in. As you can see my hand, and it is now light outside. So it took like almost an hour to do one side, I think more. All right, we're coming back the next day. Both of the front coilovers are on. It's sitting too low right now, so I've already adjusted it once and it's still too low. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the rears on, and then I'll adjust the rears to where I want them, and then I'll match the front accordingly. So I didn't show much of the install for the front because everything was a pain in the ass. The bolts were seized, everything was dropping dirt. You can see the floor is basically stained. Removing the whole parcel shelf and everything. The Alcantara is actually in really good condition, surprisingly. I don't know why. And the seats are just completely destroyed. As well as when you see in here, let me move this out the way. The whole heat shielding and sound deadening is all completely destroyed. It's still stuck to the bottom of the seat. All right, at this point, we have the whole shelf out. Everything's disconnected completely. Once again, this Alcantara is actually in really good shape for the overall condition of the rest of the car. As you can see, like the sound deadening and everything just looks destroyed, but somehow the Alcantara looks perfect. But everything's out now. We're just gonna take the speakers out and then we can get to the strut mounts. One side in, we just gotta tighten the top, taking a break. Oh yeah. All 4 corners are done. It's sitting way too low right now. Went for a tiny little test drive. It feels good. It makes the car feel a lot faster, but it's just way too low. The passenger front is the only really side that I'm having problems with. Nothing's really wrong. It's just that this bracket for the sway bar link is just way too close to the coilover. As you can see, it hits on it and rubs. So I checked everything. Insulation, everything is fine. The sides are exactly the same. There's nothing out of place. There's no missed parts, nothing. It's just this bracket. So I don't know if this needs to be bent or what, but it's also, this sway bar link is I think it's stripped. It's definitely old for sure, but I can't get this fully tight. Right now it's tight. It's not making any noise. It's not wiggling. But when you spin it, it goes to get tight and then skips, so it's definitely stripped. So I'm gonna see if I can drop the car on the ground and see if I can tighten it that way, tighten it under some pressure, because when I did drop it before, this was clunking and making noise, and when I shook it on the ground, it was shaking and was completely loose. So I do need to address that, and then possibly, I don't know, maybe if you guys can help me, I don't know why this bracket is so close. So that's something else we got to figure out too. But other than that, all other 3 corners are adjusted up to ride height. Everything's specific into the exact 1/10 of an inch. So this is the last part we got to do. All the wheels are tightened down now. It looks pretty cool in the engine bay. Fresh BCs, fresh DIN impacts. Starting to get a little bit better. Starting to get some goodies on the car. Maybe we'll enjoy the car some more. Here we're on the little drive of the car. Everything seems a lot better than it was before, but still a couple clunks, couple knocks. It might just be everything settling into place, because I went over everything twice. So everything's tight, everything's good, but I know for sure that this car is gonna need a lot more suspension work already. Now putting on coilovers, making everything stiffer, it's just gonna make everything wear out that much quicker. So probably have to look into doing a full suspension overhaul and seeing what kind of kits they have for it. But other than that, the car looks good, feels good. Having everything stiffen up make the car feel a lot better, a lot faster, a lot more responsive. So that's about it for this video. For the next part, I want to do the timing chain tensioner. So I have a new one right here in the box, as well as I ordered a couple O-rings just to be sure. And then I just got the brake pads in the mail today. So we went with Brembo. These look super nice. So we'll put those with Stop Tech. I went to order the rear, but they're on back order, so they're not here. So not in this part, but in one of the next parts, we'll put on the brakes,